I don't necessarily know if something just changed. We went to Montreal in full belief that we were going to get a result, and we played pretty well. Unfortunately, we didn't get a result, but I mean, same thing. That belief that we've had in one another in the second half of the season is what made us think that we were going to advance today. And yeah, I'm just at a loss for words, man.
Luis, what happened on the goal by Piatti? Did it like change direction when he hit it?
Yeah, you know, it knuckled a little bit, and I reacted to the ball, and even when it went back, I thought that I had more than enough to save it. So when I looked and saw that went in, I was really surprised. But I mean, at the end of the day, we talk a lot about our individual matchups. When we look across the field at the person that's playing our position, that we're going to outplay them in. When you look at this series, I got outplayed. You know, Evan Bush had a great series, and he made some big plays for his team. And at the end of the day, I didn't make enough plays, and that's what it comes down to.
Luis, you've been here for a while now. Playoff failures every single time. Do you find a commonality there? I know it's different teams, different coaches, different systems, but anything that you can point to?
And the commonality is that we don't finish as a champion. So we do well in the regular season, we do what we're supposed to do, and go into the playoffs, and we have high hopes and ambitions. And regardless of the result today, I think even going into next year we'll have those. I mean, that's just the part of the culture. But the commonality is that at the end of the season we're not a champion.
Are there any moral victories?
Not right now. No, not right now. Right now it hurts, and I know the guys are very emotional, and I was very emotional after the game. And you work so hard all season to put yourself in a good position like this, and you really believe that everything is in place. The understanding, the clarity, the tactics, the work rate, the commitment, everything was there. Everything that we talk about was there. And at the end of the day, we just didn't make plays, and they made plays, and this is why we're out, and they'll continue to march on towards the cup.
Was there something from your vantage point that you saw that Montreal was doing differently than before or against you?
They had a game plan, and they executed it flawlessly. You know, they sat back on us, made it difficult for us to get chances, and even then we still had chances. But the few chances that they had, whether it was on the break or number advantage, they were able to put that away, and therefore they're the victor.
With this penalty, obviously, it's a big point of the match, but mentally, does that have an effect on you guys when the locker room, knowing you could have been tied on aggregate?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I think we're going to look back and individually all of us think that there's something we could have done better. And regardless if you point to the goal I gave up or the missed PK, the belief in one another is that regardless of circumstance, we were going to overcome circumstance. And even when that happened, we had a lot of belief in that Sasha would continue to make plays for us, and that our offense would get goals, and that we would shut him down. And that wasn't in any way altered. But when they got the goal right out the break, we knew all of a sudden that was going to be a much more difficult challenge. Nonetheless, we continued to push and continue to push when we got the goal. I think if you ask everyone in this locker room and everyone on the field, there's still belief that we were going to get 2 more goals. And then they scored.